In the previous section, we analyzed the spectrum of a Hamiltonian, let's call it H0 for the moment, in terms of its symmetry group. So let's say the symmetry group of this Hamiltonian is G, and then maybe this Hamiltonian has an eigenvalue here and an eigenvalue here, and possibly these eigenvalues are degenerate. Then the states in the corresponding eigenspace transform in an irrep of the symmetry group of this Hamiltonian. And the multiplicity of these states would just be given by the dimension of the corresponding irreps. And now let's say maybe we're not really interested in H0 alone, but maybe that was just an approximation to what we were really interested in. And we add some small perturbation H prime here to our original Hamiltonian H0. And small in the sense that the eigenvalues of this new Hamiltonian here are somewhat close to the eigenvalues of the original, of the unperturbed Hamiltonian of this H0. And then possibly the symmetry group of this new Hamiltonian, or first the symmetry group of this perturbation here, it could be smaller than the symmetry group of the whole Hamiltonian. Sorry, not the whole, the old Hamiltonian. So symmetry group of H prime smaller than the symmetry group of H0, and then the symmetry group of the sum would just be the symmetry group of the smaller, the Hamiltonian with the smaller symmetry group. So let's say here we have a symmetry group B, and that's just a subgroup of the symmetry group G here. Now the typical picture would be as follows. Maybe this new Hamiltonian has an eigenvalue here, and maybe here, and here, and here. So we see that these two eigenvalues here come from this one, and the three come from this one. And now the typical situation would be that some of the degeneracies here in this spectrum are lifted. So we have smaller multiplicities here, but maybe we still have degenerate levels. So the states in the orange levels, they would transform in irreps of this smaller symmetry group B here. And usually one draws pictures like this, maybe some lines connecting this here, so that we see the splitting of these levels. And then usually you just wouldn't draw the axis here any longer, and that's the typical picture you have in mind when we speak about this kind of symmetry breaking.